Hi friends, this is Krish, the urban Naxal. Friends, as you know, I speak of the problems of the common man. And I talk to a lot of people daily on the phone. I engage with them about their problems. And I'm going to put before you a problem, a severe problem for which I can't suggest any solution. And in my opinion, there are no easy solutions. But the problem is very real. And it's a problem that people deny. The problem of loneliness among people who are successful, who are wealthy, who are well-to-do, who are handsome, who seem to have no problems, who seem to have no real problems. See guys, there are men, for example, very successful men. People like Sushant Singh Rajput, handsome, successful, they have a good career, they got everything going for them. Why would a man like Sushant Singh Rajput have wanted to end it all? I don't know. I can't imagine. I feel if I had even 1/10 of the fan following that Sushant Singh had, I would consider myself extremely successful. But evidently that's not how he felt. That is not how he felt deep down inside. And I want to talk about that problem. I think this happens to a lot of people who seem to be quite okay, going on, their work is going on fine, they're professionals, for example. Their work is going on fine, they're functioning well from day to day. If they want to reach out to a friend, if they want to speak to a friend and say, I feel lost, no one loves me, I don't understand, there is no joy in my life, what can I do? I just don't feel the sense of joy in my life. I don't have energy to do routine things. The advice that most people might give them would not solve the problem. The advice might be something like this. Hey, come on man, cheer up man, you got everything going for you. Hey, cheer up man, everything's going well, come on. Or something like, okay, why don't you sit down and meditate? Maybe things will get better. Or, what you need is religion. Or they might say, okay, why don't you speak to a counselor? Counselor is going to make you feel better. Or they may start treating them for depression. And they think drugs are the solution for loneliness. I don't think so. You can disguise that feeling, you can disguise the depression, you can cover up the depression. But it never goes away. You can just make an act of it. You can laugh, you can be cheerful. This happens to men, this happens to women. But the thing about women is they cry. At the very least, they cry. And that is normalized. They can cry. They can whine. They can go on endlessly whining. They can say their life is shitty. They can keep saying their life is shitty. But that's not how it works with men. A successful professional can't go around saying within his family or anywhere, to his friend circle that his life feels shitty. He can't say it. Because his friends will say, hey, come on man, stop being a drama queen. Stop talking like that. Maybe a friend will listen to him one day. His friend will not listen to him again and again. Can he go to his wife and start saying how shitty his life feels? I don't think so. I think your wife is the last person you can go to and say that your life feels shitty. You know why? Because she'll start talking about problems of her own. She might start criticizing him. She might start saying, how shitty you made my life. That's not going to solve his problem. Even if he goes to a very understanding friend and that understanding friend says, hey, come on man, you want to see what real problems are? Those problems are for, the problems of others, their problems are so much greater. That's also not a solution. That's not a solution. That doesn't make this guy feel any better. It's a bit like this. It's a bit like if you say, hey, my food is not tasty, I don't like the food I'm eating. And your mother says, no, 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 eat your food. Think of all the children who are starving in Africa. Now, thinking about the children who are starving in Africa doesn't make your food any tastier. If your food tastes like shit to you, well, it is going to taste like shit, and nothing is going to change that. If you are not tasting it, if you are not enjoying it, thinking about the starving kids in Somalia or Ethiopia, or thinking about the people who are feeling cold in Ukraine is not going to make you feel any better. You're going to feel just as miserable as you are. It's not helping. So, a lot of these quick, responses that people give, the question is, think about it like this. Visualize if Sushant Singh Rajput had really gone to one of his friends and talked about it. Do you really think any friend would have listened and helped him out of that sadness? Personally, I don't think so. Maybe Sushant Singh actually went to a friend or 2 friends or 5 friends or 10 friends. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe he tried. But it was useless. It was useless to talk, to think. You talk to people and you don't always get positive feedback. You don't get the kind of feedback you want. You think families are about understanding each other? No. Families are not like that. Families are not these cute, cuddly places where people understand each other and solace each other and comfort each other and they are there for each other. I'm sorry, that's not how families seem to work. Quite often, friends are probably there more for you than families. That's why everybody within families are stuck inside their mobile phones, texting desperately on their WhatsApp, reaching out to others outside. Dinners, everybody is sitting there texting. I think that's because others are there for you more than your family members are there for you. It's just a fact about life. And I'm not talking about anybody's family in particular. I'm talking about all of us. Is there a solution? I don't think so. You talk to a counselor. I'll tell you my understanding of counselors. They seem to be only interested in getting through that session, giving some glib responses, letting you talk, go on, keep talking. And then saying, yeah, okay, good. And then giving some faltu suggestion which doesn't work. It doesn't work. It is useless. They're not even probably engaging with you. They're like, we are paid to listen. So we listen. And we charge the client for listening. Are they deep? Do they understand? Do they care genuinely? Or do they just want those 1,200, 1,500, 2,000 rupees for listening to you per hour? I think that's what it is. I'm sorry. Doesn't seem to work. Do drugs work? Well, drugs will change your personality. Drugs will change the feeling of your day. It will change your emotional bandwidth from a normal wave. It will just have a flat line. Turns your whole life into a flat line. I don't know if that is what people consider as therapy. Quite honestly, this is something that afflicts both men and women. I'm sure it does. Women feel alone. Women feel isolated by their husbands. They feel not understood. Men feel alone. Within the same marriage, both feel alone. Both are lonely. Both feel trapped. They can't speak their mind. People can't speak their mind within the confines of a marriage. People can have sex and not speak their mind. Think about it. People who have sex, people who engage in all kinds of sexual acts with each other, can't speak their mind to each other. They cannot be open. They cannot be frank. It's nobody's fault, but they can't be frank. If they are frank with each other, they'll get bitten. People bite each other. I mean, not literally, but emotionally. They'll hurt each other. You expose yourself to me. You come to me and show your vulnerable side. You think I'm nice, cute, cuddly? No. I'm harsh. I have harsh things to say. Now, why is that? Maybe you are harsh to me. Maybe that is why it is. But suppose you were nice to me. I might still be harsh to you. Why? Because that's the way we are. That's the way we are. We are like porcupines, all of us. We are like scorpions. We sting each other. We want solace. We want love. Everybody wants love. Nobody gives love. Unconditional love, forget it. Forget unconditional love. It doesn't exist. How about conditional love? How about conditional love? Well, even conditional love is pretty difficult to come by. It's very difficult. Everybody lives in a loveless world. Everybody. You feel alone. Everyone feels alone. Some people feel more acutely alone. Midlifers, that was the people I was talking about. They might be very successful. They have a routine career that's doing good. It's getting them money. They are earning money. They have a nice car. They have a nice house. They have a nice office. They got office staff. They got people coming to them and saying, sir. They got people giving them respect. They got children coming to them and saying, daddy. They got a wife possibly coming to them and hugging them in the evening and saying, hi darling, how did your day go? And you know what? Within all of this, they feel alone. Some of the people are like that. Some people, their day is shitty to begin with. Stressful. They got bosses barking at them. They got targets to meet. Daily targets, weekly targets, monthly targets, quarterly targets. They got reports to file. They got customers coming after them, hammering them. Some people are paid salaries to listen to customers abuse them. Stressful. Some people are paid salaries for cold calling. Very stressful. Some people are paid salaries to chase customers. They don't want the product, but you have to kind of ram the product down their throat. That's what sales is. That's what a lot of sales is. You're just trying to push the product. People are giving you pushback. It doesn't feel good, but you have to chase your targets. You have to chase your financial targets, otherwise you'll get sacked. You'll lose your job. You're in constant anxiety of losing your job. You got competitors within your organization who are, bitching about you. There is politics going on in your office. You are anxious. You're scared. You got bosses who have their knife out for you, looking to stab you in the back the moment something happens. They want to blame you for it. You got bosses like that. You got bosses who take all your credit. They take all your credit and they pass on all the blame for their whatever they have not done. It's like just sitting there with a knife and bam, they'll ram it down into your back. You got that? You may be heading a team. But it feels to you like they're not listening. The team doesn't want to cooperate. It doesn't want to act like a team. And your bosses are barking at you. Come on. Why isn't your team performing? Now you're a team leader. You're a leader. You got responsibilities. As a leadership, come on, show your leadership. And damn it doesn't work here. Or it feels like it doesn't work. Of course it's working. But to you it feels like it doesn't work. It's not working. Daily, every day is desperation. Every day is desperation. Every day is stress. Every day is feeling surrounded. This is the experience of some people. Some women They are working women. They go to office. They say yes sir, no sir, they do their work. They feel appreciated in office. They come home. They feel they are not appreciated. They feel their family doesn't appreciate them. They feel their husband doesn't appreciate them. They feel criticized. They feel attacked. They feel unloved. They feel that the children are sucking at them. They want their attention. They want things from them, but they don't give them love. Their husband not giving them love. They'll say, he doesn't understand. How much she understands her husband, we don't know. But she says, my husband doesn't understand me. He doesn't love me. He doesn't care about all that I do for the family. She feels her whole life is just doing, giving, and nothing is coming back. Nothing is getting. There's no getting, only giving. That's her experience. That's how she feels. Now, there are other women. They're housewives. And they are like, oh, she's so lucky. She's got nothing to complain about. She's got an office. She's got an income. She's got a life outside her house. Look at me. I'm just sitting here in this house and rotting inside the house. Nobody respects me. She gets respect. She's got a career. She's got a designation. She's got like some place to go to here from escaping from the house. She has some place to go to. That's a lot. I wish I had that. That's how they feel. I wish I had that. The woman who's having a career, the woman who has a place to go to, an office, she says, I feel tired all the time. Straight away I have to get up in the morning and I'm running. And then I go and catch a bus and catch a train and reach my office. And when I reach my office, my boss looks at the watch and says, you're late. But come on, man, give me a break. I stay late, but nobody respects that. Nobody appreciates that. And then I have to go home and cook for the family. So from their side, the grass is not green. No matter where you go, everybody. Now, this is a problem. I don't know, maybe this is how things have always been. I'm not saying, oh, this has started happening in the 21st century. Look at us, we are so miserable, we are doing so badly. Or, this is not only India. I'm sure this is not only India. It's happening everywhere. It's not a new phenomenon. I don't think it's a new phenomenon. I hit my midlife crisis in 2005. I had everything going. I had customers. I had money. I had good money coming in every month. It was a good steady flow. I didn't have to chase my customers for money. I didn't have to chase my customers for work. My clients, it just came. The work was landing up. I just had to do the damn work. I was quite good at doing my work. I wasn't getting criticized. I was getting praised for it. It all felt meaningless. I had a loving wife. She's still there. I have a loving wife. I had two loving kids who wanted my love, who wanted to be with me. And you know what I felt? I felt emptiness. I just felt emptiness. I felt alone. I felt not understood. I felt like the inner me was dying, was drowning in work. Was just drowning in meaningless work. There was a sense of meaninglessness from one day to another. There was a sense of, why am I doing all this? What am I doing all this for? Where am I in all this? I'm getting lost. I don't know. Everybody around me wants something from me. But I'm lost. I'm alone. Nobody knows me. Forget nobody loves me. Nobody knows me. I don't know myself. Who am I? What am I? What am I doing here? What am I doing in this life? People feel trapped in their life. People just feel trapped. Like, why? What am I doing here? What am I doing? What am I trying to do? What am I trying to achieve? What am I achieving from day to day? There's a sense of helplessness. Now, the question is, I have no answers to this. I have no answers. There are no easy answers. And it's not as if I am a fountain of love. I'm not. You would say, oh Krish, you understand all this. You can be a fountain of love to people. You can give them love and appreciation, and you must be a very nice guy to be around. I don't think so. Ask my family. I don't think I'm a very nice guy to be around. Huh? I'm sure I know that they don't think I'm a very nice guy to be around. I'm cute, cuddly, loving, accepting, all embracing. No, I'm understanding. No, they don't feel that way. They don't feel that way at all. Problem everywhere. Solution? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Is there a solution? Is religion the solution? Can we say, oh yeah, you do this, you meditate? Is giving up your life and walking away like Buddha did, just shed everything and walk off? It sure looks like a solution sometimes to people. People are like, fuck this year, let's go away. Let's just go away. Let's walk away. Is that a solution? I don't think so. You try walking away, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty damn sure. I've done some versions of that myself. Some versions of it. Trust me, I don't think it works. I don't think you can run away from yourself. I don't think you can run away from your loneliness. I don't think you can run away from your existential meaninglessness. If you feel meaningless, if your life feels meaningless, walking away from your life won't suddenly give it meaning. It will still feel meaningless. You'll still feel empty. You're running away from your emptiness. Not working. I don't think so. Is there a solution? I'm not here to provide a kind of a glib solution and say, yeah, this is the prescription. Start writing poetry and you'll be happy. Or start serving others and you'll be happy. I'm not doing that. That's not what works. I'm not saying that's going to solve your problems. I still feel lonely. I do. I feel ununderstood. I feel misunderstood. I feel not understood, not appreciated. It's just a fact. I feel that way. I get a lot of positive feedback, but sometimes it all feels empty. That's life. I'm Krish the Urban Naxal. Jai Maharashtra. Jai Hind. Jai Jawan. Jai Kisan.